And as you can see, we have a great panel here that hopefully gives great insight and input into how we can make the Farm Bill better. As you may know, before I get my prepared remarks, we're going to be reauthorizing the Farm Bill next year, and it'll be a 5-year reauthorization. And I felt that before we started the real process in earnest of taking that bill up, it's important for me to hear from our local farmers and agricultural community, especially where about, as I understand, about 10% of Rhode Island's land is designated as some type of farmland in the last agricultural census that was taken. So that's pretty significant, and the number of farms has risen over the years pretty significantly in our state. So pretty proud of that, and I want to make sure that that your needs and concerns are heard today. I just want to recognize before I begin Tom Sandham, who was helpful at this time. Tom, thank you for helping to organize this event and putting this panel together. So I appreciate your assistance. Tom is the administrator for the Rhode Island Agricultural Partnership. I'm sure many of you know him, the key person, as I said, in organizing this event today. We also have Dick Wendt, president of the Rhode Island Association of Conservation District, who also helped to put this event together, and also Ken Ayers, chief of the Rhode Island Division of Agriculture at the State Department of Environmental Management, who's going to also help to lead the discussion. So thank you all for your participation and your support. I'm just going to give some prepared remarks, and then I'm going to turn it over to Ken. Well, our farms contribute right now a great deal, as you know, to the local economy and provide Rhode Islanders with healthier, fresh food options. However, they've historically been disadvantaged, I think, by federal policies that concentrate on bigger farms that receive more help, quite frankly, in many ways than they actually need. So we made great strides in the last Farm Bill to address this inequity, but we obviously have an opportunity in the coming year, as the Farm Bill is reauthorized, to do much more, as I said, as we consider the 2012 reauthorization that will set national farm and food policy for the country for the subsequent 5 years. And I want to, again, ensure that our local farmers' voices are heard. Unlike other farming regions in the country that focus primarily on commodities like cotton, corn, or wheat, Rhode Island produces more specialty crops, including fruits and vegetables. So, moreover, the state's farms are predominantly smaller, family-owned enterprises, which I'm proud of, that serve New Englanders as opposed to a national consumer base. So, in the most recent Farm Bill, which was passed in 2008, we were able to include some key provisions that support the interests of the types of farms that we have here in Rhode Island. That bill provided specific funding for specialty crops, giving those farmers equal assistance and access to conservation programs. We also included increased funding for local school nutrition programs, including the Fresh Fruit and Vegetables program, which helps goods flow from local farmers to schools. So making sure that kids are getting healthier food options, which we've heard obviously more about, and I think Rhode Island's been a leader in the country in many ways in that respect. This is especially important in Rhode Island, where state lawmakers and local organizations have already taken the initiative to improve the eating habits of our students. More than 2/3 of our school districts have participated in the Farm to School program so far. Finally, the legislation extended the Milk Income Loss Contract program to benefit Northeast dairy farmers by compensating dairy producers when domestic milk prices fell below certain levels, and helps them obviously to stay in business and provide more stability to their product. I also want to share with you, so now that these policies have had a few years to be implemented, I think the important thing to do right now is to hear from you about if they've been helpful, and if you have suggestions about improvements for 2012. I also, though, want to share with you an effort that I'm very proud to support in the Congress, how we try to build on the progress that we've made. It's a piece of legislation that was introduced by one of my colleagues, Congresswoman Shelley Pingree. The name of the bill is the Local Food, Farms, and Jobs Act. Shelley introduced this with Senator Sherrod Brown from the Senate, which would basically direct more of our federal farming resources to specialty crops and local regional farms. It would ensure that the next Farm Bill adequately supports local agriculture and economic development and includes a comprehensive set of measures that will bolster local and regional food systems from farm to table. The proposal provides more secure funding for critically important programs that support family farms, expand new farming opportunities, and invest in the local agriculture economy. This legislation will not only help farmers and ranchers engaged in local agriculture by addressing infrastructure, aggregation, processing, and distribution needs, but it will also assist consumers by improving access to direct retail and institutional markets. Among its provisions, the bill would fund the specialty crop block grant program at an annual amount of $90 million and create an annual allocation for local and regional crop and market development. It would expand the production of fruits and vegetables by allowing greater planting flexibility, and it would increase the business and industry loan funding set aside for local and regionally produced agricultural products and food enterprises. And it would require federal credit services institutions to enhance lending opportunities for farmers and ranchers who are producing for local and regional food markets. They have a high impact here in the state. I'm happy to send further details about the bill to anybody that wants it, and my staff can answer questions too after the program. But I hope that's something that you'll follow closely. Again, I'm proud to support it. We're trying to get more and more co-sponsors as we head further into to this session. With about, as I said earlier, 10% of Rhode Island's total land owned under some form of farm ownership, as was the latest U.S. Department of Agriculture census in 2007, the state, I believe, would be a major beneficiary of these advances. That 2007 study also found that the number of farms had grown 42% from the previous measurement in 2002. 42%. That's remarkable. And that's again as of 2000 since 2002. That's the second highest increase in the country, and that crop sales had risen 18%. So I'm pleased to see that this increase in the number of farms in Rhode Island and our overall production. The success of our agricultural community is integral to revitalizing our economy, particularly in a time of great fiscal constraints. I believe that we have to have more efficient policies to most effectively provide safe and healthy foods in our state and throughout the nation. I believe that this new legislation, combined with continued improvements to the changes made in the last Farm Bill, will ensure Rhode Island's farming industry can reach its full potential and maximize its positive impact on our state and our families. So, with that, I just want to thank you for this great turnout today. Before I turn it over to Ken, I just wanted to recognize Representative Donna Walsh, who represents South County and has many farms in her district. And she and I work closely on a number of these and other issues. And Donna, thanks for your attendance here today. Thank you. With that, let me turn it over to Ken, and thank you all very much.